Hey, what's going on, you guys? Happy Friday. My name is Rayge, and we are back today to unpack Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, as well as getting some additional clarity and details of what's coming up in the week, especially with Pocket Dimensions. We got a really good update in this video, and some free claims that you definitely got to take advantage of, guys. So stay tuned. Let's work our way top down right now. So first and foremost, we always like to start off with the battle plan for the week. This gives us a sneak peek of what's going to be on the docket here for the events and festivities, right? As you can see, May 13th, in just a few days, the Strike Pass is getting updated to Spider-Man Pivitra. We also saw in the data mines following this that Penny Parker also will be included. But what's nice is that we're going to be getting some Crimson gear. I wonder if this is going to be tied back to actually paying though, so I'm not sure if that's going to be free to play possible. We'll see in due time. We have a Star-Lord Annihilation Blitz event. And then following that, actually, we have another ISO-8 campaign energy. So if you guys have been using, refreshing your cores for Penny Parker's event currently live in-game, it looks like it is going to be a back-to-back ISO-8 energy. And this one is tied back to Alliance milestone in addition to the collection of Ally Supply Orb Fragments. So that's going to be coming from you going into the Marvel Strike Force web store every day and claiming those free claims. Obviously, that's going to help out and get those milestones there. Shortly afterwards, we got Red in the Tooth and Claw event here, collecting Age Adamantium Orb Fragments. So this is just going to be farming campaign nodes. I do believe that this is the unlock here for Panda Pool, but let's just see with additional details. There's going to be some additional points being granted if you actually have Cabal members. I believe that's 5 stars and above as well. So once again, if you guys have unlocked these characters and paid or use offers of power cores and get higher levels already on these characters, you're going to be getting some extra value out of that. And then finally, we have the Adamantium Power Web milestone, which is actually the first in a long time here. Using power cores is going to be adding to this web milestone. We haven't seen this kind of usage for quite some time. So if you guys are watching this earlier on, now would be the best time to push up your arena ranking. Try to save as much power cores as you can, because each and every day is going to matter. We can take a look in more detail if that's going to refresh daily or if it's a weekly event. We also have May 15th. So there are some raid reward tier updates there coming. They're trying to make it a little bit more feasible for folks. But as well, I don't think there's actually any updates happening to Incursion 2 raids. We'll double check that. But mainly going to be gating it a little bit higher. So that way folks are going to be reaching these levels. I think there's some updates to 100% as well. And then after that, guys, this is the big one. Temporal Dimension featuring Cabal, aka Pocket Dimension. I think this is like the 4th or 5th Pocket Dimension now, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, they are required. I don't believe any other characters were listed here, but we can double check that when we scroll down. And then finally, we do have Dawkins being the son of Wolverine getting actually his initial release here. So this is going to be the first opportunity here to take advantage of his offers. You can use power cores to get additional shard fragments and even pay to unlock him. So lots and lots going on this week, guys. It's jam-packed. And we have a Symbiotic Sabotage Quick Rumble, which is getting additional points here with Hive Mind. And then finally, the Spire Society team is finally getting added into Bump. So we're going to get an opportunity here to get more shards of Spire Society. That's from Basic, Ultimus, the Mega, as well as the other orb fragments in the game, the premium orbs as well. So that's all going to be adding up there. Just more opportunities here to get more shards of them if you guys haven't built them up. I think the majority of my characters are at 3 or 4 stars, so just great to get an opportunity, especially most folks likely unlocking Penny within the next few days here. So that's going to be exciting times. Dawkins is absolutely a monster in war, so he's going to be that Mercs for Money controller. He's going to be seeking out and actually targeting stealth and support characters with his kit. So definitely exciting times to have his addition, and as well being part of that new Mercs for Money team. So this is what I talked about in reference earlier, guys. This is the big raid update here. So they're just trying to make it more streamlined in terms of for all alliances. It looks like they're updating it from 10%, 40%, as well as 70%, and finally 100%. So that's how the new breakdown is going to be. I think historically it was 30, 60, and then 100. So or maybe 10, 30, and 60, something to that. My recollection there, but some slight revisions there just to make it a little bit more streamlined. And then as well, actually higher rate difficulties will now unlock at 50% completion, which I believe in the past they were at 60 or 90%. But either way, this is gonna make it even easier to actually unlock. So that's great for folks progressing into the game. And it does look like it's gonna be applying all the way up to Incursion Raid 2 First Strike. So Incursion Raid 2s will be unaffected. So incursion rate too, guys, and heads up, that is the highest level of the incursion rates right now. So it looks like that one is going to still remain historically. I think it was like the 30-60 and 100%, depending on how you progress. But that's going to be unchanged. The rest of it's going to be 50%, making it a bit easier. Temporal Dimension, as I said, this is the next Pocket Dimension rendition here. But it's interesting because they specifically noted here that it is not going to be a rehash of the old Pocket Dimension or Dark Dimension. It's an all-new content, and it's going to challenge us to succeed. So I am going to be a little bit hesitant here because I don't know how high I want to build up these characters and teams, especially knowing that I'm not going to be getting a 5 yellow here on Old Man Logan. So I do want to be, conservative in my resources. I don't want to be gear tier 18 on, the entire Cabal team, right? But they do give us some requirements here. As you can see, gear tier 14 does look like the minimum is what they're expecting. I think mine's sitting at 15 and 16 right now. I'm probably going to leave it at that for now until I see what the nodes look like. Hopefully they give us some more details in the meantime. But what is quite alarming here, though, is that they do actually expect us to heal. So you guys can see here, this Pocket Dimension is going to use a special health pack. It's not the dark health that we typically have seen in Dark Dimensions. And it does look like that you must strategize here, right here. You must strategize and sometimes make multiple attempts to defeat these nodes. So you will need the new temporal health packs to heal your character. So I am curious how that's going to be, obviously provided to players actually going through this game mode, because that's going to obviously be a factor. And we don't really have much more details than that. But what I will say is, guys, the rewards are pretty juicy here. First time and time rewards are going to be available. Hopefully it's going to be for a week, so that way we can actually make the most of it. But take a look at here, right? We get gold L4 training mats, diamond orb fragments, character shards for both Lizard and Photon, not a big deal. But more importantly, when you do finish the first run, you're going to be getting Crimson Biogear, as you can see with the isomers, phosphates, MRI, marrow extract, molecular scans. I mean, this is just juicy for unlocking and pushing your super scroll all the way to gear tier 19. This is big. Diamond orb fragments, crimson catalyst. So this is pretty meaningful. This is going to help out for sure in that first Dark Dimension 7 run. And then finally, if you can do it again, you're going to be unlocking a 3 diamond for Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider shards, crimson catalyst parts, and additionally, even crimson alien spores, guys. So this is definitely something we're going to be having to look into. It very well could be worth it to bring up your Cabal team just for the rewards, because the 3 diamond on Gold Spire is pretty big for Spire Society, and those alien spores for Crimson Gear, especially for Super Scroll being a locked-in character for Dark Dimension 7, it's pretty juicy, guys. So it's definitely enticing. I'm gonna wait and see what kind of preview looks like for May 16th. So we still have less than a week here to take a look at that, but just something to be mindful of on the horizon if you guys are thinking about that. In the meantime, also take advantage of the Friday free claims. We got additional penny shards here and some additional boost here in ISO-8 campaign energy. So that's always not a bad start to the week, right? So lastly, guys, I do want to just quickly, while you guys are watching right now, I just want to quickly take a look at this this event here. So it does look like this red in the tooth and claw event here is tied back to these adamantium orb fragments from campaign nodes. And yeah, this is the one that actually gives us the opportunity here for out of time and Cabal characters, boosting them. So you definitely want to be making the most out of this. This could be a difference maker here, pushing our characters to 5 yellow stars, ultimately allowing us the opportunity here to actually be participating deeper into Old Man Logan's legendary event. So something to be mindful of there. And then the one thing I did want to just quickly go over with you as well, let's take a look at this. How many power cores are they expecting us to use? Okay, so it looks like it is a 6-day event. Spend 1 power core. It's a 1-to-1 conversion ratio. It doesn't repeat, it looks like. And it's 1,500 power cores in the span of 6 days. That is absolutely nothing. So even if you average about 200, 250 per day, very, very reasonable. It's only 6 days. So this is actually not bad at all, guys. So in the meantime, start saving power cores. This is a pretty good event. You want to maximize those red and tooth claw milestones, but I'm going to be deep diving this in another video tomorrow anyway. So I'll keep you guys up to date. Happy Friday. Do let me know anything, comments below. Thank you for your time as always, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.